What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today, guys, I want to talk about why you need $100,000 saved up as soon as possible. All right. So $100,000, right? Is this the be all end all of money and making money and, getting $100,000 net worth? Of course not. Okay. $100,000 is very insanely attainable. Okay, there's plenty of people out there that are millionaires, right? So $100,000 is not the be all end all. I mean, not even close. But the reason why you need to make $100,000 and save $100,000, and that's really save $100,000, is because you start to view money in such a different way. Okay. So when you save up $100,000 and you put that into the market, 1%, just getting 1% on that $100,000 is $1,000, right? $1,000. That's no joke. That is just for 1% return. Imagine if it's 10%. That's $10,000. Right? So you can see how insane getting $100,000 saved up is. And of course, if you get $1 million saved up or 10 million saved up and invested, that's going to be super awesome as well. But if you're under the age of like 24, getting $100,000 saved up and invested is like, you need to do that just ASAP, right? And honestly, I believe that if you start entrepreneurship and or trading at like 16, 18 years old, I fully believe that you can save up easily $100,000 by the time that you're like 20 to 22. Like, I fully believe that. And it'll definitely help if you don't have a bunch of expenses. But guys, there's plenty of ways to be able to also make this $100,000, right? You can mow lawns, you can have a pressure washing business, you can do any of the TikTok businesses that you see, right? TikTok Shop, Amazon FBA, copywriting, whatever. Who knows if they work? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Who cares? But guys, $100,000 again is not the key to, wealth and some crazy other money figure, right? It's not just like the be all end all. But that's just like the first point where when you get to that $100,000 mark, everything just changes. And also, one of the things that I think makes it so significant to change your mindset is because it's very easy to save up $1,000. I mean, literally you can do that in 1 week. All right, 10,000, you can do that either in a month, couple months, or max like a year, right? Even if you're working a job that makes $50K a year, you can probably save up 10 grand. All right, especially if you know how to make money, multiply it with crypto or whatever, right? You can absolutely save 10 grand. But imagine if that took you a year, imagine if that took you a year to save up $1,000. You would have to spend 10 more years if you had the same position, same job, to save up to $100,000. And you would stay in that 5-figure territory for 10 years, right? The jump from 4 figures to 5 figures literally happens like that, right? But the jump from 5 figures to 6 figures takes so much longer. And honestly, I think that going from 5 figures to 6 figures is the hardest jump, because you're not quite at an insane business where you can just flex it up and either the business valuation grows or just your money grows and you go from 100,000 to 1 million. I mean, that is very, very possible. In whatever business that you're in, if you're scaling, you will hit that very, very quickly, right? That's why you see people hit 100K and then a year later they're at 1 million, right? Because it's not it's not as difficult. The opportunities that you have when you're at 100K saved up, you can actually start to pay people to go and do stuff, right? You can pay people $500, $2,000, whatever, to build a website or to cold call for you or something like that. You start being able to buy back time. And that's why I think that going from 5 figures to 6 figures is so hard, because unless you're in business, the only way that you can get to that 6 figures is by investing and by just keeping on working, right? Which isn't the best way to save money and to make money, because you're limited by how much you can work, right? You can't make more if you can only work 8 hours for $20 an hour. You cannot make more than $160. You can't make more. But in entrepreneurship and business and trading and investing, there is no limit on what you can make at all. It's just, what opportunities do you have? So again, this is why I think that getting 100K saved up is like the most important thing that you can do. Forget the whole like millionaire status. Like, I see that all over TikTok and Instagram. Oh, write down, I'm gonna become a millionaire. If you're not even at $100,000 net worth, why in the hell are you worried about becoming a millionaire? Stepping stones, guys. I know that a lot of people that watch this are probably younger, like under 25, under 30, and especially under probably like 22. Stepping stones, guys. Like, I'm not worried about becoming a millionaire right now, even though my net worth is over 100K. I'm more worried about, okay, let me get my business functioning better. Let me get my business more consistent. How can I improve my own skills? How can I become a better trader, right? And if you do those things, the money will come regardless, because you've leveled up, right? And if you don't level up, well, you're never gonna see that money, because you're not gonna be the person that, you know, that's gonna be able to make that money. Like, you're just not. So that is why it is so important to not freak out if you're not a millionaire, right? What you need to do is just look at the next viable option that you have, right? If you're at, let's say, a McDonald's job for not even $15 an hour, is it possible to maybe do manual labor and start getting paid 20, 25, maybe even $30 an hour or something like that? Maybe it is. So then you go and do that, and then maybe once you're doing manual labor, let's say on a lawn crew, you think, well, I can just do this myself, so I'm gonna go start my own lawn care business. Now you're at 50 plus an hour, and then you're doing the lawns by yourself, and you're like, okay, well, maybe I can scale this a little bit and grow it. And so you hire another person, and then let's say you're at 100K a year of revenue. Well, okay, how can I drive this to 200K in revenue? Not a million, 200K. Then when you're at 200K, how can I get to 400, then 800, then 1.6, then 3, then 6, then 12 million dollars worth of revenue? And honestly, I think that the only point where you should be actually growing towards is doubling, right? So if you're at 100K net worth, how can I get to 200? How can I get to 400K now? Because, yeah, I see Grant Cardone's old 10X thing, which is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Okay, 10X? If you're at $1 million, why are you thinking about how to get to 10 million? Like, I get it, like, it's good to have goals, but you're not gonna hit that tomorrow, right? And the thing is, if you set yourself up for getting to 2 million, then 4 million, then 8 million, you're already going to get there. But if you're at 100K and trying to get to $1 million, you're not going to know everything that you need to know until you get to those higher points. Because when you're at 100K net worth, you're not going to be the same person that yourself at a 200K, 400K, 800K net worth is, or $1 million plus, right? You're going to learn things either in business or trading or just life, that is going to be totally different, right? And it's just so pointless to want to get to this 10x number. It's just too large. Not like it's not possible, it's just too large to have any actual action of getting there anytime soon, right? It's very, very rare to 10x anything like that. I mean, it's so rare. Very, very rare. And most times it's not by choice, it's by luck. All right, like getting into AI or crypto in 2020 and 2021, right? It's just not, it's not that feasible. But guys, if you are under the age of 25, let's just call it 25 even, because even though 25 seems like it's a older person, right? You're actually still not that old at the end of the day. And most 25-year-olds do not have $100,000 net worth. So this really goes for like way younger people, but even under 25, you need to get to $100,000 as fast as possible. Like whatever you have to do, you have to get there. Because at $100,000, you're at 6 figures now. You're not at 5 figures anymore. 5 figures, anyone can make 5 figures and have 5 figures saved up. When you're in 6 figures, you're only like what, 7, 8, 9, I guess if you want to call it 3 changes, including the 9 figure, you're only 3 changes of the figure change away from getting to 9-figure net worth. You're only 2 to 8, you're only 1 to 7. Right? So you're very, very close at that point to becoming a millionaire. All you have to do is just keep doing what got you there, but do it at a higher scale. And now you can, because you're at 100K. And if you want to put this into trading / investing terms, if you have even a $50,000 trading account, you have way more money than you need. 50K trading account gets you 200K of buying power. You can basically buy a stock for 150 bucks, 1,000 shares, goes up to 155. That's $5,000. All right, you can just keep doing that, keep rinsing and repeating that day after day. So this is why getting to 100K is so important, right? Forget everything else. Just get to 100K and everything will change, right? You can start hiring people in your business. You will grow so much quicker because now you actually have leverage. And that's the biggest thing, whether it's in business or whether it's in trading. In business, you can hire people. In trading, you just have more buying power. And if you can make a 5% return on, or let's say if you can capture 5 points on 1,000 share move, that's $5,000. If you do that a couple times a month, I mean, you're just going to be, the first 100K might have taken, let's say, 20 years to go and get, starting from zero. But then the next 100K could literally take not even a year. And then not even another 6 months, you're at another 100K, because it compounds so quickly. And this is just why it is so important. And again, it's going to suck. Like, it's going to suck. Like, so many, like, I was close to touching 100K at maybe 18 years old, I believe. Got up to like 70K. Lost a good majority of it. And then had to work back to getting to 100K earlier this year in 2024. Like, it's tough. It's tough. And that's the thing, is that when you're under 100K net worth, you have to take large swings. You have to take really large swings. Massive risk. It's really not possible to get to 100K unless you're taking big risks before like 22, 25. Like, you have to either be swinging for the fences in trading and investing, not terribly, you can still do it managing your risk, but just taking more riskier plays, like let's say getting into crypto or something. Or in business, you have to just be reinvesting all of it back into your business. But once you get to that point, you're just going to fly past 100K, because now you have all the infrastructure set up, right? You're going to have a massive trading account. You're going to have a great business that is already cash flowing, and all you have to do is just pour more money and more resources into it, and it's just going to keep growing. So guys, you need to get to $100,000 as fast as possible. Like, again, is it going to be the most insane thing you've ever done? No, probably not. But I've heard so many times that people with 8 or 9 figure net worths, 8 or not 10 million to 100 million plus net worths, have said that $100,000 is the most important amount of money that they've ever made, the first 100K. Because they know that after that, you already have the skills to be able to get to $1 million. And then you can get to 10 million if you're running a business or trading, because it's just very, very scalable. And then $100 million is literally just, you just have to keep doing it and probably be in the upper 1% of the 1% in your business. But then you just got it. And then you pretty much got it for life. So, guys, save up 100K as fast as possible. Whatever you have to do, just do it. And you will be very, very happy that you guys did do it. So really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys do want to trade every morning with me, I do have a free Discord group. The link is in the description. I go live in there every single day. And it's very, very valuable. I think that if you join, you'll get a lot of value and learn a bunch. And also, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subs very, very soon. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.